Peace, y'all. Hey, I'm Ivory. I'm back, and it's time to eat again. And today I made some soul food. I made some barbecue chicken, black eyed peas and rice, sweet potatoes. And I also have some macaroni muffins right here. Oh yes, cheesy and sticky. Back here I have some broccoli, spinach, and red onions. That's good. I got some cornbread, some watermelon slices, and some pineapple slices. I have cucumber water to drink. And a little bit of rose wine on the side. Cheers. That's good. Y'all see my jag? So I have some honey barbecue wings and some sweet and spicy Asian wings. Ooh, y'all, I'm hungry and I'm excited. Oh, it's hot, y'all. Y'all want some macaroni? That's good right there. So today is somebody's birthday. So I'm sharing my food. I actually made a whole lot though. A whole lot. But I had to give y'all the presentation. Oh, these sweet potato chunks are good. Don't you? Shout out to the Libras. All right. I got honey barbecue wings and Asian wings. I think I said that already. Ooh, look at them. I baked these. In the oven. All right, let's try Asian wing. Mmm. Oh, that's good. Mm-hmm. Mmm. What is good? Mmm. 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 Oh, I love this macaroni. I use mild, medium, and sharp cheddar cheese. Mmm. 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 It's so good. Mmm. I wanted crispy sweet potatoes this time. So I sauteed them in the pan. And olive oil. And then put them in the oven. On high for a couple minutes. Mmm. So good. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want collard greens. And my Libra lover don't care about collard greens or spinach, none of that. Mm. 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 This is so good. Mm-hmm. And that's a meal right there. Stewed peas with green beans over some rice. Mm-hmm. It's so good. It's all good. Now see my thin cornbread slices? It's sweet cornbread too. Mm-hmm. Mm. This is some comfort food. Yep. It really is. Mm. Ooh, that wine feels good. Okay. So, Decca mentioned in the comments of one of the recent videos that she wants more story times. And a few people liked the comment. So, I was thinking to myself, what am I going to tell y'all about this time? So, if you are true to the channel and you've been around for a while, you may already know about my booty bandit ex. The one who was sleeping with guys, girls, and kids. Cheating on me with everybody. Either way, I decided to tell y'all about the most bizarre thing that I went through with this guy. Oh, it's good. I'm gonna tell y'all about the time when he cheated on me with a woman and had me playing cards with her. That's good, right? We were out in Olusty, Florida. It's out in the country, the outskirts of North Florida. So, my ex, we stayed in the house on Amelia Island, the house that his father had passed down to him. But we would go to Olusty, Florida, out there in the outskirts, where he would visit his family who stayed in like a trailer park area. They were all family, all related in some kind of way. We would go out to Olusty, and they would sit around the barrel. They'll put a fire in the barrel, sit around the barrel, or sit at the table, play cards, and same thing every day. But we would just go out there sometimes. Now, just a little background information. I met this man in Atlanta, Georgia. I was thriving in Atlanta, living my best life. And I met him, or the facade that he had, the mask that he was wearing, because some people do that. Not all people are fake in the beginning, but some people, they perfect that facade, who they want you to see. So we met in Atlanta, Georgia. And that's when I fell in love with him. That wind is blowing hard. Or the person he presented himself to me to be in Atlanta. He had me quit my jobs because I was working 2 jobs out there. Fun too, I had fun jobs. I quit my job and I moved with him to Florida. Now because I'm the new girl on the block, I don't know who all this man had been sleeping with. I didn't know what kind of man I was dealing with at all. But either way it goes, I would go out there with him and he would have me sit beside him while they would play cards. Said that was his good luck charm, and he really did. Like he would win back to back to back for real. And they gamble for money too. Y'all want some watermelon? It don't look as pink and red as it does in real life. So we would go out to Olissie, hang out with his cousins, his uncles, and then we get sloppy drunk. Either way it goes, because I was a certified BMW during that time, I did whatever my man wanted us to do. No matter how uncomfortable it made me feel. So, when we first went out there to Olissie, he introduced me. It was nighttime, and they were sitting around the barrel, the little fire barrel, in a circle, playing some old school music or whatever, drinking. So he took me out there and introduced me to the group. And one of his cousins or uncles, whoever it was, he said hello, hey booty bandit. But he said my ex's name, of course. Then he looks at me and says, hey princess. Now, I understand. I am the princess of my relationship right now. But there was a girl named Princess that was out there in Olissie that he had been messing around with for years. It was actually a group of sisters that he was messing around with. Let me stay on topic. So, Princess, very common name. There's 100 princesses. It's okay. It's all right. Anyway, so he mistook me for her, the cousin or uncle, whoever. And when he referred to me as her, one of the other guys tapped him and was like, like that ain't her. Now, my face done broke and hit the floor, okay? I'm embarrassed. I didn't even want to be out there. I might have sat down for like 1 minute or less, and then I went somewhere else because I was so humiliated and embarrassed because I had already heard that girl's name before. More specifically, I'd heard about him and those sisters, so I knew that name. But he told me he messed around with her one time in the woods when they were 15, and that was it. Anyway, so fast forward to the day we was playing the cards. Months later, he told me he was not messing with this girl no more. He didn't really see them like that. And the girl lived out there in her mom's trailer. So one day, he takes me out there to play cards and get drunk with his family. I'm sitting here. You need 4 people to play whatever card game they was playing. At first, it was just a few people. Then more and more people, you know, they hear the music and see that y'all got, you know, the oysters going and whatnot. So people start coming over. So we sitting there. I'm right here. My ex is right beside me. And it was other people that was playing cards. Now, it was just a light little game because I didn't really play for real. But as more people come, okay, now it's getting serious. So we sitting there together. I'm his good luck charm. And I see a truck pull up. Now, because he's right here, he's sitting at an angle. He can't really see the cars that's pulling up or driving past him. But I could see. I see a truck pull up with the windows down so I could see the faces inside the truck. It's Princess and her mama. Now, she can't see Booty Bandit yet. But her mama got out, once they parked, her mama got out the truck first, and she says, hey, Booty Bandit, because they always get excited when they see him. He's the money man. He always come with cases of alcohol, so on and so forth. So she see him, she said, hey, Booty Bandit, but she said his name. Then I'm looking at the girl in the truck, right? Now, Princess go to adjusting her boobs to the point where they're sitting up under her chin. And she had on like a tacky outfit. She wasn't really looking that cute, but she wasn't expecting him to be there because I'm sure she would have prepared herself, okay? But anyway, so she's literally adjusting her boobs. Like, I could see her doing this, but he couldn't see her. So when she come over, they still continuing to play cards. And I could see, like I could sense that they were happy to see each other. But they were real simple, like, hey, booty bandit, and hey, princess. So I'm just looking at him. And I could see like his whole demeanor change. He's all excited now. He happy that she there. He said, Princess, you want to play cards with us? She sit down. Right there. So it's her, my ex, and me. And I'm sitting, and honestly, narcissistic men try to make you feel like you're insecure. If you mention that something that makes you feel uncomfortable, or if you're like, hold up, this ain't right. They make you feel like you're insecure when you speak up. So, I've already been with this man for a while. And I moved across the state lines with him. I don't have nothing. He's in control of my whole life from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. He runs my life. So, I can't, you know, go popping off at the mouth. And anyway. So, she sits down to play cards. And I'm watching them flirt with each other. He's steady drinking and drinking. Y'all, whew, I will never forget this thing. But anyway, I whisper in his ear, can we switch seats? And I know some of y'all like, girl, what are you? I would have did this, and you should have did that, and why you didn't do all this? Listen, y'all, I didn't know those people. I was his add-on, his little trophy girlfriend, but I was also his cover girl, somebody he was using to be his wife while he ran around the city and did his thing just like his daddy did. But anyway, these are the rest of the pineapple chunks that I had. Anyway, so I whispered in his ear, I asked to switch seats, and he said, stay right there. Now, there's other people out there. But if you know anything about Florida country life, they dibble and dabble in a lot of things. Out there, that's a place where you can mess with your family members. My ex was a product of a man who slept with 2 cousins and made babies with 2 cousins. Anyway, so as uncomfortable as I am, people grinning, looking, snickering, and he feeling good about this, like, you know, y'all, so I'm sitting there, and y'all, I was in so much shock that I took my camera out. During that time, I carried my camera everywhere I went. Took my camera out. And I just took a quick little snippet of the legs. This man's right leg was touching her left leg as we played cards. They leg bumping, knee tapping, laughing at each other's jokes, drinking and smoking and having fun. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there. I'm looking at his cards. I'm looking at what's going on. I'm looking at everybody's faces. And I had to keep my cool. I had to keep my cool because they make it like you're crazy if you don't go with the flow. I sat there and I allowed it to go down. And by the time they finished playing cards, he liked to walk off real quick. That's something that he does when he's being sneaky. He'll walk off real quick and you'll be looking around like, dang, where the booty bandit go? Stuff like that will go on. And we keep going back over and over again. Then by the time the pandemiana came and we was on lockdown, then off lockdown, that's all we did was go back and forth to Old Lusty. And by that time, we living in Jacksonville. I know y'all said, damn, how long you was with this man? 4 years. I left him in March of 2021. And I have not been in proximity to a male bandit since. Because they're not all bandits. But I didn't have my run with them. Sure did. And I'm done with them. But, you know, I learned a lot of lessons dating this man. And he would continue to cheat with Princess. He continued to sleep with this girl. Because he would run off to Old Lusty. He would say he had to go do a job somewhere, lies, child. The word would get back to me over time. All that mess came back. Probably not everything. But yeah. I didn't love myself enough. Like, during that time, I didn't love myself more than I wanted to be happy in a relationship. So I would sacrifice my own well-being just to try to create some type of peace in my relationship. Or I would feel like it's my fault. I would feel like we were arguing because of me, because I'm sensitive and insecure. When really I wasn't insecure. I was not. I just knew what I deserved. And when you force yourself to be in situations when you know you deserve better, hell, I guess it does create some lack of security in your heart. Because you're somewhere you ain't supposed to be. I ain't got no business being with that man. And that man texted me a few more times. Because we had a bad blow up right at the end. It was crazy. It was wild. Kind of too wild for YouTube. How things went down with him in March of 2021. Too much for YouTube. But it set me free. It sure did. It set me free. And I already did a story time about it. If you know, you know. I'm gonna just say this. The last straw was catching him with his little sister. The girl that they family adopted. That was the last straw. And I recorded what I saw. Still on my laptop right now. But it's too much for YouTube. When somebody shows you who they are, we got to stop this game of turning red flags green because we think there's going to be some reward in the end if we just stick it out. You know exactly what you see when you look deep inside of people. It's up to you to accept it for what it is or lie to yourself. It's going to end regardless. It's up to you whether it's now or 5 years from now or 10 years from now and that person done sucked you dry. Done ate up all your energy. Look deep before you leap. I don't know what the old folks say. You gotta look deep before you leap. Cause you might mess around and get stuck for years, like I did. But anyway, I love y'all. I done sat here and ran my mouth. Yes, I did. I done ran my mouth. My camera battery dying. The sun setting outside. Anyway, I love y'all. I'll be back tomorrow.